Everybody, it's Brian, and once again I'm back with a really cool project. This is the FMS T-28 Trojan. Once again, this comes in a pretty boring box with just pictures of different airplanes on there. But, make no mistake, this is actually a pretty cool airplane for a foamy. So I've taken the box, prepared it to show you what's in there, taken all the plastic covering off it, but I want to show you everything that it comes with. Obviously we'll start at the top of the box. We've got the wing. I've got the silver model, so this is the USAF one, and comes with the flaps, ailerons, they're all hooked up, an integral part. The servos for the flaps and the ailerons are there, and as you can see, I've got the landing gear retracts are already in there with a gear door, so you can't see the wheels or anything. It's completely enclosed and with the sequenced gear doors, which is really cool. If you look on the wingtip, it also has a navigation light, and on the other wing it has the landing light. So that's pretty cool. Here's the other wing right here, and there's the landing light, and the same setup. So yeah, so two wings. Next we have the fuselage. Pretty big, as you can see. The motor is already installed. Cowls on there, and a couple features I'm going to go through. First of all, we've got anti-collision lights at the top and the bottom. All of the push rods are already installed and ready to go. There's two elevator ones because the elevator halves are split, and the rudder servo, the rudder push rod rather. And again, on the bottom you can see the gear doors there. These are sequence gear doors that are going to open and let the landing gear out. One thing you can't really see here are the cowl flaps, and these actually open and close with the wing flaps. So that's a really neat scale detail you don't see on a lot of airplanes. So when the flaps are down, these are going to open up all the way. Canopy held on by a little snap at the back there, and that will show you the guts of what's inside. It was a 50 amp speed controller, and the whole set of wires. Our servos are mounted in the back there. If you look really closely, you can see the steering servo and the nose wheel, and looks like the gear door sequencing servos. Lots and lots of wires out here. They're all clearly marked, so you can hook them up to the wiring harness in there. Okay, so that's the fuselage. Next part's horizontal stabilizer, pretty straightforward. Like I said, it's got some split elevators, so each have their own push rod. Nothing too special there. And the vertical fin with the rudder. A couple of neat things. If you look, it's actually got some, looks like sort of scale hinge type of things. Again, I really like the scale detail that goes on these FMS models. So it's going to look really good on the ground as well as in the air. It comes with the usual manual for the speed controller as well. It's a detail I always like to have because it sucks to have a speed controller that you don't know how to program. Wing spars, two to hold the wings together and keep yourself from folding. Here's the wiring harness. Now there's a lot of servos, a lot of lights, the retracts and all that in this model, and of course you get the rat's nest of wires. Once again, they are all clearly marked. Lots of wire harnesses here for all the ailerons are going to need it, the flaps are going to need it, and well, anyways, the gear doors, retracts are all going to need that. Speaking of which, it also comes with the sequencer for the opening the gear doors, and that's what this little electronic item is. And what that does is it opens the gear doors first, then it drops the gear, and vice versa. When you retract, it'll retract the gear, and then the gear doors will close. And this just is a timer that will sequence that action. Okay, what else we got here? The usual box of sort of a contact cement. I find works very well on these. That's how I put all of these together. And then the hardware for putting the plane together. So wing bolts. We've got some clevises in here, and the little bands to hold the clevises together. Wing mounting screws. Sort of the straps for holding the wings closed. There's a screwdriver and Allen keys. So the usual bag of hardware. One detail that I really like about these FMS models, the 1400mm size, is that they have scale propellers. Here's one of the blades that it comes with, if I can just get it out of the bag here. And what this does is it just screws into the hub. So the hub comes in, you screw the blade in, and it's going to look very, very scale. This one actually is a 3-bladed prop, and it comes with 4 blades. And the nice thing is they give you a spare one. That's pretty much it. I'm going to go over the cockpit detail. It's got a sort of a goofy looking pilot in there, and some instruments, and just nice big looking canopy. Altogether, a nice scale looking model with some really neat details with the flaps, gear doors, retracts, and those cowl flaps. So I'm really looking forward to putting this together, taking it to the field, and showing it off. The next thing to do is put it all together, see how it works, and see how it flies. Thanks for watching.